Hello everyone, welcome back to Southwest Wrestling Walking Tour. And we have got ourselves an EVW versus Southwest Wrestling match. First up, a stalwart of Evolution Wrestling. The over 6 foot tall Simon Quest. Dominating figure, if there ever was one. Obviously, as you can see, very well loved by our fans.
Into the ring from Stroud!
Of course, a hometown boy.
Cut the music! I did out Stroud a long time ago. A town for the ugliest men, the hairiest women. Look at you. And the worst football team of all ages. I am more popular than Dale Vince. I come from Evolution Wrestling. I don't even know what an SWW is. A backward company in a backward town. Now bring out the next inverse Stroudy for me to kick their ass.
Well, what a homecoming for Simon Quest there. But he is taking on a Southwest... He is taking on a Southwest Wrestling legend. Former Southwest Wrestling Tag Team Champion. Most recently seen in the match against Axel Carter for the Brit Pro Cup. It's the sensational Dan Splash. Another hometown boy of Stroud. But I've got a feeling our Stroud crowd here is more willing to embrace Mr. Splash. He might be the blue guy, but he's feeling anything but blue here today. Dan Splash making his hometown return here. And he's not just fighting for Stroud, he is fighting for Southwest Wrestling. Of course, recently there was that agreement between Evolution Wrestling and Southwest Wrestling, this talent exchange, if you will, where EVW wrestlers could come and cross over. And it seems that Simon Quest has embraced that. And is taking on a fellow Stroudite? Stroudonian? I would need to look up what the official term is. But either way, Splash versus Quest. So you can see Quest in the black and white, Dan Splash in a surprising move in the blue. Big lock up here, so obviously it would be, you know, I think it's quite obvious to say that Simon Quest has got the height advantage and the mean streak. Quest already already having the crowd go under his skin, but just slamming Splash down. My goodness me.
Let's go again, Princess.
Just no love lost between these two. A man who loves where he comes from and a man who despises it. Quest. He might be at home, but this is certainly an away day for him, particularly as he's here in Southwest Wrestling, and down he goes unceremoniously. And just grabbing Quest by the hair, and now it looks like we're coming outside big. Just throwing Dan Splash into what is scientifically proven to be the hardest part of the ring, the apron. Big clubbing blows to the chest there. And now time to use these massive long legs to use! Not quite though, that's going to hurt the hip. Splash throwing Quest back into the corner. Big, huge elbow there. Splash by name, Splash by nature. Managing to catch Quest within the legs. Just booting him off there. Ducks the line. But, oh my god, the strength of Simon Quest. Absolutely impeccable. But Splash reversing out of there. Roll up. 4-1. First pinfall attempt. And it splashes. 1. And again, Splash with that crucifix. 2 count this time round. And just a huge euro just square on the throat of Simon Quest. And Splash using his quickness, using that ring intelligence. And just giving Quest a strike to the nose right there. On the top rope now, big drop kick there by Dan Splash. Cover again. That's a really tough, like wrapping that leg around. Obviously, the leg length of Simon Quest. Really need to grab onto that leg. Oh, and I mean, like to pick Simon up as well, but Quest going down to the dirty tricks. And big suplex there. And obviously that's a long way to come down for Dan Splash. Quest turning this into more of a fight than a wrestling match at this point. Grabbing the hair. Massive headbutt. Square on the noggin there. Irish whoop. A lot of power behind that Irish whip there.
I'd rather be quit.
No love lost between Stroud and Simon Quest. Simon Quest, one of the biggest players in Evolution Wrestling, making a name there as someone who is taking a no prisoners attitude and just working that arm now. Crowd firmly behind Dan now. Ducks for line. And again. Big splash! By Dan Splash. Irish rip. And reverse by Quest. He's picked him up. Damn! The power game has all been Simon Quest. 1, 2. Splash hasn't been able to lift Quest up as of yet, and in terms of those big moves Dan Splash likes to do, thus far, a lot of them have been caught by Simon. Whether that's for power game, whether it's just because he's taller, those are all contributing factors.
This haircut cost me £85.
And Simon Quest displaying a display of wealth with that haircut, I suppose. It's something I would personally brag about, but, you know, that's just me. Huge clapping blow. Big European uppercut there as well by Quest. The momentum of Splash has had a crash landing. And in terms of momentum, possession, whatever you want to call it, it's all been Simon Quest thus far. Big back suplex. Square in the centre of the ring. See the tenaciousness behind Simon Quest's eyes. That's a man who wants to hurt another man. Quest pointing upwards. This is going to be devastating, but Dan Splash rolls out of it. Quest's hip must be in roaring pain at the moment. We need to probably see something about that in the future. But for now, it's all Dan Splash now. Big leaping clothesline. Single leg drop kick there as well. Momentum is back on Splash's side. European uppercut. Bulldog! Centre of the ring. Taking a little bit of time to roll him over. 2. Yep, that's what I thought. It's difficult when you get your opponent, when they're facing downwards, you have to get them, roll them over to get them to the pin, and that takes time. That takes precious, precious seconds. Again, he can't quite lift Simon. Arm dragging him out of there. But he's got him up! It's like Hogan and Giant. But you never see Hulk Hogan go to the top rope. And you never see Hulk Hogan do anything good as Dan Splash will. But Simon rolling out of there. Whoa! The spirit of Dan Splash. Fighting through, fighting for his hometown friends. Friends and family here in Stroud. And you would think one big move and that will be it. Quest is in the drop zone, but holding on to our referee, Rory White. And European uppercut to Splash. Oh, fireman's carry. Death Valley Driver. Center of the ring. And just laying in the strikes into Dan Splash. Splash can't respond. He's choking the life out of Dan. And just pushing Rory away. Splash is out. Splash can't defend himself. And what's Quest going for now? This is a singles match, so countouts and disqualifications are a no. Boy. I mean, credit to the audience member from preventing it, but we don't advertise that in these shows, particularly when it's someone as dangerous as Simon Quest. Oh, jeez! Absolutely merciless from Simon Quest. No, Simon, don't do this. Digger Bane! Digger Bane, the cowman! Protecting Dan Splash.
Whoa! I've already told all you stinking people, I'm in charge!
Oh, and here is Mr. Fox. Beacon of hope.
Now listen up, Bane, I've already dealt with you this evening, but it looks like somebody needs to take control of this situation. So, we're going to call this madness a no contest. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is a no contest tonight, but Dan Splash, I appreciate you're popular here, and Mr. Quest, you've got a lot to say for yourself, Sunshine, so how about when we get to Cheltenham Town Hall on the 2nd of June, Bane, you're in it too, we got a rumble, and it's going to be Evolution Wrestling versus SWW Wrestling, and you two can settle your differences at Cheltenham.
Well, there we go, that's some big news.
Now, referee, get this guy out of here, and let's get on with the show. Mr. Fox, out.
Well, for the first time, and I feel dirty for saying this, that's actually a good decision, like it, Mr. Fox. We have got a Southwest Wrestling versus Evolution Wrestling Rumble at WrestleVersary on the 2nd of June. This talent exchange is already boiling up, so we'll see what happens there. Today ended in no contest. But right now, it is Splash Country. Thank you very much for joining us here at Southwest Wrestling Walking Tool. Keep an eye out for any more matches coming up. And we'll see what's going to happen at WrestleVersary.
Go on, Stroud, one last time. Here's your home